Good morning, guys. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and I am down in the fish room. It's about 7 a.m. and it's Saturday, and I am starting my day by doing a bunch of water changes. I have customers starting at about 10 o'clock, and I want to make sure I have time to vacuum the fish room and just sort of get things all buttoned up down here so it doesn't look too bad. I'm trying out this new gimbal for my cell phone that my husband gave me, because it seems really cool and it stabilizes the image, and I'm hoping it's going to be especially helpful this month while I'm shooting every day for you guys. So let's try it out. It's called the Zyfan or something like that, Smooth Q, and I have really awesome ratings. So let's see. I can control it with like a joystick, so I think it's gonna not only stabilize things but make it neat. So something I've mentioned quite a lot in any of the videos I've done about shrimp is overfeeding and how to know when they need to be fed. And I've said a few times that when the shrimp are all over the place, swimming and swimming and swimming, not actively grazing, then that means they need to be fed. And this is a good example, because while some are grazing, there's quite a lot that are just swimming all over the place. So I know that this tank needs to be supplemented today. We did have one betta casualty overnight, the one who was missing his entire tail fin that was in with those rosy loaches. Just didn't make it, and I can't say I'm shocked, but so far everyone else is doing a-okay. Which is good news. Man, this gimbal thing is cool. The only thing I'm not sure if I can do is if I can zoom in. Oh, I guess we can. That's my arm. So I am going around, and every tank that needs it, oops, we need to open this valve again to drain some more water. When I water change this 150, I have to sort of fill and drain at the same time, but it drains faster than it fills, so I have to stop the drain and pay attention so I don't overflow the tank. If I let it drop too low while it's draining, it sprays water all over the floor. But I am doing water changes. I did one on the Hera tank, this Brevibora tank, the Pygmaeus and the betta that's in there, and then I'm gonna do one, oh yeah, and I drained the, whoops, I drained the rainbow tank up there. And I'm just going around, and any aquarium that had new fish added to it this week, I'm just doing about a 40% water change. And again, I do those daily to try and keep up with everything. And then I need to vacuum the floor, because that's all duckweed. By the end of the week, from me like catching fish and cleaning things, I have duckweed everywhere. I also got a new heater, because the one that I had got so hot I got worried when folks came to visit the fish room that they would get burnt. So I got this weird one. It has a remote and everything. We're going to see how it does. It had really good ratings as far as heating a larger space. And then today I also have to shoot a species spotlight, and I have something special planned for you guys as well. So I'm just going to get back to work. So it's now about 9:30, and all my tanks are clean. And I just have to vacuum, but I thought I'd sit down for a minute and just admire how clean all the tanks are and finish drinking my coffee, because it's still early and it's Saturday. I have about a half an hour before the first customer begins. And all in all, things look great, except for losing that one betta that was, I mean, the erosion on its fins was all the way to its body wall. So I'm really not surprised that one didn't make it. I mean, I was hoping I was going to be able to pull it through, but it just wasn't meant to be. Everything else looks good, though. We'll probably take a closer look a little later on. Because today is the weekend, I get to feed really heavily. Maybe I'll show you guys some of that, or maybe I'll show you that tomorrow. I don't know. But no rest for the weary. Back to work. So I'm over here in my office because I have some paperwork to do, and it's not very exciting, but it's a big part of my job. But one of the things I wanted to do for you guys especially in the beginning part of this month, was just talk to you about some good gift ideas for you to either suggest to your friends and family or loved ones, or for you to get for the fish keeper in your life. And if you've been around my channel for any length of time, you know that I am a huge fan of local aquarium clubs, as well as some of the national and international organizations for both fish and plant keeping. And one of my favorites is the Aquatic Gardeners Association, or the AGA for short. Now, they're the ones that host the aquascaping competition at Aquatic Experience. That's so popular and so cool that you guys have seen. But they also have a quarterly publication. And this magazine is really nice. It's not super huge. It's maybe, 40 or so pages, but it has some really fantastic information. I write a column with a species spotlight for each issue. There's always a plant spotlight as well, written by Kevin. And there's just tons and tons and tons of useful information from really experienced folks from all over the world. This particular issue, which is January to March 2017, has a species spotlight I wrote on Laubuca dottiburgeri, the little orange hatchet. There is a Ludwigia article by Kevin Allen, who's well known for identifying plants. There's the results from the International Photo Aquascaping Contest that the AGA does, so there's some real eye candy. There's an article on how to utilize hardscape for a nature aquarium. I mean, there's just all these issues are chock full of really excellent information. And you can order back issues through their website. And the other thing that they do is they have a biannual convention. I've spoken at it twice. It's really incredible. And they produce a DVD or a digital download that you can get of that. And you can get old ones as well. And membership is only maybe $30 a year. Oh wait, yeah. $22 a year for North America, or $25 a year for other countries. And I reached out to them because I really believe in their organization, and they gave me 2 memberships to give to you guys, and that means I can give it to you anywhere in the world. So what I want you to do is let me know below where in the world you're watching from, and if you would like one of these subscriptions, and then I'll put everyone who responds in the next, say, 12 to 24 hours into a random generator, pick 2 winners, reach out to you, and send you a membership. Now, they have a pretty active Facebook page. It's called the Aquatic Gardeners Association. They have a website, and they have this publication, and it's really quite good. So I just thought that's sort of a neat thing for you guys to ask for, give, or get for the holiday season. There is a wealth of knowledge, absolute wealth of knowledge on all things aquatic plants, be it aquariums or ponds, identification, keeping, propagating, and manipulation of materials. So it's been really useful for me to follow a lot of their writings over the years, and I hope it'll be useful to some of you guys. So let me know below. Real quick, we're just going to take another gander around the fish room. Then I have my friend Jen coming over. We're going to work on playing with some lighting for a future video, and then I have a hot date with my husband. So make sure you have that notification bell hit so that you don't miss any of these daily videos and giveaways that I'm doing.